Yo, so I just wanted to comment on kind of, some of these corners that we'll be seeing tonight in today's race. For those of you who are watching, so like this corner here is good. It's a matter of like, a lot of times we have contact and we shouldn't have contact. Like this corner here is safe. He left it open. We took it. Not too much contact. Not too much moving the other cars around, which is what we want. I just see a lot of guys, we'll bump each other. Like I bumped the guy there. But again, you let the guy go. You don't hurt his run and then keep going. So here's another good one. Taking the corner. Obviously, the corner take wasn't that great, but he was there, so we didn't want to nudge him there. Another one, a little nudge, that's fine. This one's a little, on purpose, working on the driving lines there. But again, stay out of the other person's way. No need to really be touching people. Here's another one diving on the inside there, but he gave us a lot of space, so that was fine. I think we took this one here too. Again, try not to touch, and if you do touch, make sure you get back on your line as soon as possible. I think this should be a good one. Okay, so we let him go there. We didn't want to dive on that one. That's another thing you can do, just like stay on your line and not dive. And then like he kind of, that one's a little bit wide, but he wanted the inside there, so that's fine. So we got to go around the outside. Maybe try to look on the inside there. That didn't work. So we stay on the outside, but we stay on our line and we're still there. Again, disrupting his line slows him down as well. So that's something that people need to think about, is just disrupting somebody's line, not necessarily always having to try to take the position. Here's another one. Just stayed behind him and then took the inside once he went wide a little bit. We're going to try to go around the outside on this one. That worked. Zero touching. That's great. So that's fine. I think another one on the outside here, and then I think we take it wide enough that we try to inside, but his line was good, so that's fine. You just stay on the spot and keep tracking the person down and try something again later. But I think what is this? Yeah, I think this was just me staying on the line. Sometimes you just need to do that. You just need to stay behind the person, and that's fine. You don't always have to try to go for the position. The position will open itself up later. Like this right here. There's a little bump there, right? Which shouldn't have happened. I think Gran Turismo does need to give us points for staying close to another person without touching. That's what Accelerate Forza does. I really enjoy that feature. Here's a good one, taking the inside on this corner. I forget which corner this is. I think there are 17 total corners, but a couple of positions were gained here on the inside, and I think the Ferrari goes a little bit wide here. Yes, it does. He tried to take the inside with a little too much speed and goes off. So we got to run these two down. Running these two Lambos down into the corner. Take the corner nice and easy. No bumping. Set your position up. That's the main thing, is setting your position up so the other person doesn't have really a chance to react. And if they do react, you're plotting your next move around which corner, right? So this is a great opportunity to see that in motion. 3 cars taking a few different lines but still not touching and giving each other respect. Just wanted to, I don't know, I just thought one of these videos was necessary for kind of reiterating what it is to drive and not touch. You can be close, you can graze a little bit, but like we shouldn't be touching each other the way that we do. Here's another one. He took the inside line on this, but I'm not sure if he goes wide or not. Either way, try to stay on their, try to stay right on them and take the slipstream. Like you would. There's some people who would take that corner, take it the inside, bump the person, and you lose this entire length of full speed because you bumped somebody on their line. It's just crazy why you would do that. So even there, a little graze going into it, I don't mind that. That's fine. Here on the Audi, which drives a little bit different than the Ferrari, I don't think the Lambo's going to be a good car for tonight. I don't. I think that when it gets to a certain point in the tires, it's hard to drive. I think the Ferrari was the best on the tires. I had to change the Lambo out twice. I only had to change the Ferrari out once. So some more going around corners here in lap 1. A little bit of a brush there with the Ferrari. Not sure whose fault that was. I think that was just a racing incident. And so that's fine. So we're going to keep going. The entire lap 1 is going to be very interesting. I think a lot of people are going to go off tonight, which is, that is what it is. There won't be any NSXs. I don't think you'll see any of those. If you do, it's going to be Valerio Gallo's. You probably may see a couple of Audis, but it's mainly going to be. I think a lot of people are going to take the Lambo, not knowing. Um, but we'll see how the tire wear is with the Lambo. I just couldn't drive it, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to take the Ferrari, and the Ferrari got to go past this time anyway. Um, I think the RSGT01 is available for tonight too. Here, I think we take that inside, but did not disrupt his line, so we both still kept our speed going into this straight, which is really paramount for taking in that corner. Here is fine. We're going around the double corner, the double left-hander, and then we're going to squeeze on the inside. But because the Audi doesn't turn very well, we still have the inside open for the Lamborghini. And we're going to have to take the middle spot here, which is fine. Again, another pass down the inside going into this double right-hander. And that was good. So going into a right-hander here, I think we go up and under. No, we'll go on the outside. He kept us there from going on the outside. He had good, I don't think we're bumping there. I think I'm just staying right behind him. But this is how you want to do it. Like, you don't want to be bumping people off the line. You don't want to be nosediving people. Make sure you get people to position back. I just think I might make a few of these videos and see how they do. If you guys like them, I'll just keep making them. But this is just a preview of what the races are going to be like tonight, the kind of things that you'll deal with in each corner that you should be aware of. Expect people to try to take the inside in a lot of corners. Watch your brushing, and if people do try to take positions that they shouldn't try to take, do your best to let them take themselves out of the race. A good crossover on the inside to give us position when he went wide there. And same thing with this. Anytime somebody goes wide on this track, you're going to see a lot of people trying to take that position. So same thing here. I don't think we compromise our speed going into this corner. Going into the straight, I'm sorry. We caught a Ferrari, and this left-hander is going to be interesting. People will be nosediving this, but I think that's going to disrupt a few lines when people try to do that on that position, so beware. Another Ferrari. I think we're going to try to take the outside here and establish position on the inside on the double left, which is good. But we do respect the Ferrari's position, as you should. And then we try to take the outside. But this was a good run, I think, of Ferrari and the Audi here to just stay on par with each other. And this is how the racing should be. That's how it should be when you're racing people. So that's it.